fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Chanticleers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's French. Here's a heat. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You gotta love it when a defender gets a big paw on the football and you see the receiver, it looks like he's gonna be open and the quarterback's jacked up and happy, but nope. A big mitt gets up there, tips the football, and bats it straight to the ground. Nobody else gets to catch it. No lucky breaks. That thing is over.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Eagles have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's French. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's John. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And the shot to clear has come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The shot that clears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the shot to clear is pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The shot that clears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And the Chanticleers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's French. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's John. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's French. Get it out on the screen. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's French. The throw. Touchdown, Eagles! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to South Alabama. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. Touchdown, shot to clear. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Gary. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's French. This time he's got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Dallas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Running free. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Georgia Southern will have it now 1st and goal.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to ball his way in. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Barber. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The shot that clears the line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's French. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gary. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Slings it. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Second down.
Back to pass, it's French. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tucker. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's John. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpkins. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And the shot to clear will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The toss to the outside. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The shot that clears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. team able to smack him to the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using his legs, it's John. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's French. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Gary. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Gary. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed near the marker. It's Brown. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Finds his man. It's Brown. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's now 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's French. Throws for the tight end. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Georgia Southern, 14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll go to the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you saw the speed on defense on that play. It's 3rd and short. They're trying to go toss, but the defense's ability to go east-west and really scrape down the line of scrimmage, get to the ball carrier for a tackle for loss now, setting up 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The throw. Pulls it in. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Eagles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two...
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
Coastal Carolina, 28. Georgia Southern, 20.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Simpkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Barber. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Simpkins. And the shot to clears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The shot that clears will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He turns that loose down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Chanticleers have this offense rolling. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Barber. Grab behind the line. It's John. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll be third and long. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Chanticleers will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner is stopped. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's French. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Floating away. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They just keep firing. They've got the screen set up. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a... Like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, third down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play and get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out and you've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous...